All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Justice Hill. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They start out with a run from Irvin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Rip right. Two times. 3 down.
To the air, Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Check me 19. Run. He's done right here.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Hey, check back 21, right 21, check back 21. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, check back 21, right 21, check back 21.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Hill. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta. 49. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Allen. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
49. Hey, exit.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Middle. Hey, seam 6. Heavy on the edges.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check Mike, man. Round 80. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99. Done. It's good. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now is Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Franks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he fends him off. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Right here, right here.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To throw, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again they run, again it's Irvin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Irvin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the twig.
Jackson steps away to his left, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
And the Bills' first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Jackson on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Bills.
Ready up. Mike 5. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On first down, Hill. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check Mike.
Go.
Check Mike. Mike 99.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 8 yards there and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
34. Outside 34. Hey, tight.
From the pistol, it's Irvin. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
40. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Davis. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
49 to Mike. Watch the pass. Motion. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, tight.
Pass. 49.
Bravo.
49. Rabbit. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hey, let's kick it.
On 2nd and 9. Allen being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Allen now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
56.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I got you.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Irvin. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They come up in an offset eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Allen. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Get ready.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket and they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mike, 55. Check.
Back to throw. It's complete to Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run. This is Hill. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, Haywood.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Irvin. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Alert, alert, alert.
49 the mark. 49 the mark.
Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.